And welcome to my Survivor Series wrap up. My very late WWE Survivor Series wrap up, which I will tell you why it's late in a minute. It was for not particularly cool reasons on my behalf, so I just decided that I'd do it and talk about it today, just very briefly. It's probably not going to be a very long live stream, folks, to be honest. Because one thing, I shouldn't really say this, but I am, your boy's pretty tired. It's been a bit of an intense few weeks, and quite frankly, I'm looking forward to the sleep and comfort of bedtime, basically. But yeah, so I'm going to talk about it a little bit, just to say you guys, I will be. Oh, let me put my teeth back in. Just to let you guys know that I will be. This will be on YouTube podcasts and this will be on YouTube videos. Uh, Probably sort of tomorrow afternoon, whenever it gets processed by YouTube. And I'll be talking about another couple of bits and pieces that I'm getting up to this week. So I've got a I thought last week was busy. This week is going to be like borderline insane, the amount of stuff that I'm doing. But there's a lot of cool stuff coming up as well, especially if you're a fan of these guys. I'm going to be doing my first ever live Ghana thing, so which is the World Cup draw, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit more at the end of what I'm talking about now, which is Survivor Series. Um, yeah, so if we get into it, and if I'm being completely honest, and obviously when this comes out as a video, you guys can leave your comments and let me know what you thought of it, what you like, what you didn't like. I didn't think it was the best thing that I'd ever seen WWE do, which is probably me being as polite as I can about it. I was actually borderline quite disappointed, if I'm being honest. But just explain why I'm doing this tonight and not I wasn't doing a live reaction. So basically, what happened was, and I kind of explained to subscribers who were watching the Liverpool reaction that I did yesterday. Shout out to the Mighty Reds finally winning. Um, Basically, what had happened was I was going to a house party, and then I was going to do a live reaction after the house party of Survivor Series, and I'm sure you can probably guess where this is going. Um, Due to my enjoyment of the house party, shall we say, I wasn't in a condition to be able to accurately do a live reaction to Survivor Series at that point. If you're interpreting that as bro got horribly drunk, you are not a million miles away. That's basically why there was no live stream on Saturday night, hence why I'm doing it now. So yes, sorry guys, I'm just going to be honest. You know, I'm always an honest lad with you, and yeah, basically, your boy had a bit too much to drink, and the live stream was basically cancelled. So hence why I'm doing it tonight. But yeah, having rewatched it, so I got up Sunday morning, not feeling particularly. Um, Feeling particularly great. Rewatched most of it again with my lad on Sunday morning. So we started watching it about 7 o'clock in the morning, finished it about 10:30, and it was all right. It just, I don't know. I didn't think it was like crap or anything. I just didn't think it was anything amazing or to write home about, to be completely honest. It was just very workmanlike, a bit meh, and a bit like, it was just like sort of a bog standard pay per view, really. And like, I don't know. I think I'd overhyped this probably a little bit too much in my mind, because obviously I saw the men's War Games match and the women's War Games match. I mean, you've got people, obviously Becky Lynch, you've got Rhea Ripley, you've got Roman Reigns, you've got Brock Lesnar, you've got CM Punk, you've got Charlotte Flair. I mean, literally, you are talking like, what, 10 to 12 Hall of Famers? I mean, your worst, not worst, but I mean, in the men's match, the least exciting characters, what, the Usos, maybe Bronson Reed. That's sort of the quality that we were talking about here. And I wasn't expecting too much about the Stephanie Vicaire match, to be honest. I thought Dom and Cena would be good, and I actually thought that was really good. But I think overall the men's War Games, I thought it was good. I was just a little bit disappointed in that it wasn't better, basically, I suppose, is what I'm getting at. So I'll go through each match. So obviously we started off with the Women's War Games match. If you're wondering why I keep looking this way, by the way, as subscribers will know, I can't remember all this stuff off the top of my head, so I've got a ye old shiny laptop where I make my notes and stuff. So yeah, Team Rhea versus Team Bex, if you want to call it that. Yeah, I thought it was a really good match. Really enjoyed it. One thing about the match that I really liked what they did, because obviously the faces had the advantage in terms of they always had a 2-on-1 kind of thing. I really liked the way they did it in respect of they had Lash and they had Nia Jax at the end, and it's like, well, even if you bring someone out now, they're like not gonna be able to cope with their physicality and stuff. And I thought it was really well paced, and I thought the order that they brought the women out of was really really good, to be honest. So shout outs to the Women's War Games for that. And yeah, it was really really excellent match. I loved the bit where Oscar went to go for the mist and ends up hitting Lash. I thought Lash just sold that really well. By the way, how good is she? I think she's really, really good. I've enjoyed her work so far. And yeah, it was just it was a good match. Obviously, Becky Lynch got tapped out at the end by AJ Lee in the Spiders. What I can never remember what AJ's finisher is, the Spiders Web or whatever it is. That was really cool. Beck sold it really well. I mean, you'd have to think at some point Becky Lynch is going to either get a world title back or something's got to happen for her, because she's on this ridiculous losing streak at the minute where, like, she's lost to AJ Lee. Obviously, she's lost her husband. Well, not lost her husband in storyline. She's lost it. She's lost the IC title to Maxine. And yeah, she's on a bit of a horrible run at the minute. So maybe she goes a bit mental and has a feud with AJ Lee, like attacks her or whatever. I mean, I'm guessing the plan is for them to do a program, maybe Royal Rumble or WrestleMania, perhaps. But I wouldn't be surprised at all to see Becky Lynch back as an actual champion. I mean, I know she's had the IC strap, but I mean, as in like, you know, one of the heavyweight titles. I mean, I think there's probably a case for her and Vicaire doing something at some point, because I mean, to be fair to Bex, I'm kind of going off tangent here. I think she's been bloody brilliant this year. Just the amount of women that she's actually not made, but really helped, like Lyra Valkyria. The work that she did with her was so good. Obviously Maxine, I'm not a massive fan of at the moment, but she did make Maxine Dupree look very good as well. So fair play to her. So I think Becky's been really really good this year. So shout out to Becky Lynch, basically. And yeah, the first match, really enjoyed it. I thought it was a very, very good start. And like I said, I was just kind of expecting it to build a little bit more to something good. And it didn't really do that, to be completely honest. Like I said, it wasn't awful by any stretch, but like I just didn't think it was exciting as it was going to be. The Nikki Bella versus Stephanie Vicaire match didn't help because the crowd just wasn't into it. I've got to be honest, I wasn't looking forward to it as well. Obviously, no offense to the Bella twins or the fans and everything. I wasn't a massive fan of the Bellas back in the day as it was. Don't get me wrong, I respect Nikki and Brie, what they've done in the business, because obviously at that time you didn't have women really being put in any of the decent matches when they came in about 15, 16 years ago. It was purely icon Candy Central, and like the Bellas did put a lot of hard work, effort, and sacrifice into getting that women's division where it was. So shout out to that. Whoa, nearly lost the feed there. That was lucky. Wow, well, I've never done that before. Sorry, I nearly just knocked the camera off the stand there. Well, this is going to be a good show. Yeah, I would like very much Stephanie Vicaire to be put into a storyline after this with, no offense, someone who isn't Nikki Bella. Like I said, I've literally just said Becky Lynch. I think there's some business to be done with maybe a Jade Cargill. Maybe you have Tiffany Stratton perhaps finally turning heel. I mean, Stratton's not been on for like weeks and stuff. Hey DT, you're alright. How you doing, mate? Yeah, Stratton's not been on for like weeks and weeks and weeks. I really hope that they can have Stephanie Vakir in a different feud because yeah, like she's it's not going too well for her at the minute, and I really, really hope that they can do something with her. Because, like I said, the feud with Nikki Bella, it was not of the highest standard. So I'm hoping that's a one and done, and that they crack on with it. But if it's not, and if it goes on for a little while longer, then fine, I suppose. But I think they need to start putting Vakir against some different people now, because overall that match was not. It wasn't great. Let's just have it right. It wasn't great. Both women tried the hardest, and fair play to them, but I just didn't think it was particularly brilliant. What I did think was very good. Oh, hi, Pecky Peck. Oh, I nearly said your name. Hello. Swig of water. What I did think was really good was John Cena versus Dominic Mysterio. I wasn't expecting it to be really good, but this was really, really good. In fact, it could have been match of the night for me. I thought it was really, really, really impressive by Cena. The amount of people again that he managed to get over. He made Roxanne look really good. He made I forgot the people's name now. Raquel Rodriguez, because obviously they both hit moves on him and stuff, which was pretty cool. And he made Dom Mysterio look really. I mean, obviously Dom Mysterio made himself look good because Dom is, as much as I don't particularly like the act, look, he is very good. I have to say, he's a very, very good worker, and he's got himself over the crowd. I mean, look, it's not my Dominic Mysterio is not my cup of tea at all. I don't get it in the slightest, but fair play to him for making it work. And yeah, Dom Mysterio goes over and wins the IT. Is it the American or the IC? The Intercontinental Championship, but yeah, I thought it was decent. I thought it was very, very good. I maybe would have liked Cena to have kept the belt to put something really, really important on his last ever match, and then Mysterio could obviously win it back from whoever it was. But I guess it's just going to be a match because that is it now, basically. Oh, good for you, lad. Well done. What was I trying to say? I've completely forgot what I was going to say now. Yeah, no, I would have just liked Cena. Basically, long story short, I would have liked Cena keeping the belt and then losing it and to someone in the tournament. So, like, but that's it basically. Cena is now, after that whole year and a half where we've had to go on about this Cena retirement tour. John Cena has one professional wrestling match left to go, and that is just absolutely mental. Don't worry, mate. I won't. I won't. We're hanging on in there. Yeah, no, it's absolutely mental the fact that John Cena is going. I mean, I'm from the era of Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Shawn Michaels, China, Triple H, Kane, Undertaker, and it's still weird for them to be retired. So for John Cena, who's a generation after that, to be hanging his boots up is just it's so weird. It's so weird, honestly. But yeah, no, really enjoyed that one. It was very good. What was next? Yeah, and that was basically it. Other than the men's war games, which obviously was your Brock Bronson, Bron Breakker, Logan Paul, Drew against Punk, not Seth Rollins. Who else was in there? Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, and the Usos. And I was really, really looking forward to this. And I would just counter this with basically, I was very hungover when I watched this match, so I maybe need to watch it again. I didn't think it was awful, so I'm not saying it was awful or anything like that. I was slightly underwhelmed, if I'm being honest. I thought it was going to be a hell of a lot better than it was. To be honest, there was nothing that was really. I don't know, there was nothing really that stood out about it, to be honest. I love the interaction between Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar, especially when Brock, like, basically threw Roman over the table. That was really cool. I just didn't think it was. There was literally. I'm trying to wrap my brain about sort of thinking of something significant that happened in the match, other than the stuff that happened at the end. Obviously, there just wasn't really a thing, to be honest. I thought the men's War Games last year was like far superior to this one. I mean, obviously we all came for the Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk sort of reaction or whatever, and that was pretty cool. But like, other than that, I honestly, I just cannot really think of anything that really happened in that match. I mean, obviously there's the whole controversy. Let's have a look. Do you have a computer? I do. I do, Pecky, yes. Sadly, my computer is absolute rubbish and will not do live streams and so on and so forth. But I am actually getting a new computer. Shout out to the brother who is sorting it out for me and doing whatever it is that young people do with computers to like configure it and stuff. So yeah, I should be able to run this through computers too at some point. But we are relying on old technology at the minute. Yeah, and then obviously you had the finisher. Obviously, I was quite excited when I saw Punk get curb stomped because I was just like, hang on, wait a minute. I know a lad who uses curb stomps, who has long hair and used to be a world champion and recently had to just vacate his world title because he's got injured. But then I was like, well, it can't possibly be Seth Rollins because he's only just had his operation, what, like literally like a month ago, 5, 6 weeks or something like that. So I kind of watched that and then I was like, oh, cool, nice one. And I was like, hopefully this is going to be someone really cool. And then obviously I saw a lot of the dirt sheets and like the wrestling sites and pretty much confirmed that the mystery attacker was in fact Austin Theory. Yeah, I have questions about that. Those of you who are going to listen to this tomorrow and stuff, I to sound underwhelmed would be an understatement. I did hear some random rumor about Theory potentially joining the Vision, and I was kind of like, why? I mean, don't get me wrong, Austin Theory is a decent wrestler and stuff, but like, I mean, he's not really done anything since Cena put him over, what, 3 or 4 years ago? I mean, obviously he's had that tag team with Grayson Waller, which I was never really a fan of. They just came across as like jobbers and stuff. So, but yeah, I heard about this possibility of him joining the Vision. I was like, yeah, I'm not too sure about that. And then for him to actually be the attacker, if he is the attacker, of course, it could still be a swerve. To say I was disappointed would be, yes, like I said, a very big understatement. I'm still holding that hope that maybe Austin Theory is not the attacker, and that's something that the writers and the dirt sheet people have thrown out there. I don't know, but we'll have to wait and see. I have a computer that isn't working and is old 2016. Oh, dude, mine's even older than that, mate. Mine's like, I don't even know. You're talking, it's about 2010 or whatever. Did I see the yard fight? I did not, Jim. No. I'm assuming we're talking. Are we talking boxing, MMA, possibly? Excuse my ignorance. Either way, I didn't see one involving the person of that name. So no, sorry, I didn't see it too. Yeah, like I said, I mean, to be honest, folks, that's that. Like I said, I wasn't going to be on for long tonight because I'm doing my big show tomorrow for Monday Night Raw, and I'll be doing all my other live shows this week at the normal time. So I kind of just threw this one together to literally talk about. I was actually just going to do a video about it, but I thought, nah, I'll just do it as a live stream, and if no one hardly watches it, then yeah, whatever. But yeah, I mean, obviously I'll be doing Monday Night Raw live reaction tomorrow, so I'll be able to talk about this a little more. But if it turns out to be Austin Theory, it's just very. Should Austin Theory be working with CM Punk after being a jobber with Grayson Waller for 2 years? I mean, not in my opinion, really. Look, I mean, obviously Austin Theory is a young man, so maybe he will grow into the role. I mean, I don't know, but like, it's just very underwhelming. If you, I mean, to be honest, very, very disappointed. I mean, I tried to make a list of other people that it could be. I Bean, you're right. How you doing, mate? I tried to make a list of people it could be who basically, well, for long story short, instead of Austin Theory, and there's basically no one that fits that. But I mean, obviously, I know in my heart of hearts it is Austin Theory. I don't mean to have a go at the guy. It's not Austin Theory himself. It's just the fact that you can't just throw someone in who's been injured, who's had no story, who's had no build up. Like, if it was, I'm not saying it should be Randy Orton, obviously, because I don't think that would work now, but if it was Randy Orton or someone of that nature who's going to get people off, who's going to get people off their seats and go, no way, Randy Orton attacked CM Punk, I don't believe it, blah, blah, blah. Or if it was a Jacob Fatu or someone like that, where people are like, whoa, I was not looking at that at all. That I could understand, even if they'd not been in it for a while. And if Austin Theory had been in that position, if he'd been like sort of underneath a top guy, yeah, maybe that I could understand. But just to throw him in there without any sort of build up, I mean, obviously he's going to be working with Paul Heyman if it is Theory. Yeah, I just think, look, I love Mr. Heyman. He's the one of the few reasons that I still watch pro wrestling now. The guy is an absolute evil genius, and the best compliment I can give Paul Heyman is he's the reason why we watch pro wrestling. The man is an absolute genius, and he's a credit to the profession. But if he can pull off Austin Theory as a opponent for CM Punk or for Cody Rhodes as part of the Vision, this is going to be one of his masterpieces, because I just do not see this working. Maybe they're just going to have Theory in it, the Vision, so he gets the rub off. Maybe Logan Paul's still in the Vision. This is another thing I was going to talk about. Obviously, we don't know, because obviously Monday Night Raw's on tonight. Maybe they just give Theory a bit of a rub, and then he gets a bit of a shine out of it, and then maybe he can go on to do something on his own. I don't know. I mean, I'm just hoping that it's not going to be him and Grayson Waller. No offense to Grayson, because he's a very good athlete. Both joining the Vision, because like I would not be hugely impressed with that, to be honest. I actually think Braun and Bronson are actually fine on their own. I mean, obviously, if they want to keep Logan Paul as like a sort of ally, that's fine, that's fair enough. But if they start throwing in random jobbers, like you feel, I mean, no offense to Fury, but that is what he is at the minute. Look, maybe CM Punk or a Cody Rhodes asked to work with Theory, maybe Roman Reigns asked to work with Theory. I mean, obviously he was on top for quite a period of time. Obviously he was with Vince McMahon. He had the little feud with Cena. I think he did some bits with, might have done some bits with Roman, I can't remember, or Kevin Owens or someone like that. And he was in that position for a while, but he never really clicked, I didn't feel, with the crowd. So I, I just think it's going to be very difficult for him. I mean, when he did the stomp, obviously, they did the stomp because of Seth Rollins, obviously, and to get people talking and stuff like that, like I'm talking about it now. But obviously, it's not going to be Seth Rollins, because, I mean, even if it was Rollins and he was revealed tonight, like, I would just be sat there going, in what universe does that make any sense? I mean, literally. So Bron Breakker literally speared Seth Rollins in storyline in kayfabe, obviously, because Seth had the arm injury and they had to get the belt off him. Why would Seth Rollins come back and then help the Vision if he got speared and attacked by Bronson and got tsunamied by Bronson Reed? it doesn't make any sense of any kind whatsoever. So, whoops, daisy, nearly went again, nearly went again. God, I need to get a better stand, I think. Yeah, so like I said, folks, I really, really don't know. I'm still hoping that maybe it isn't Austin Theory, because I do fear for him in that role. But look, if there's anyone can pull it off, it's Paul Heyman. So good luck to Mr. Heyman, good luck to Austin Theory. But I just don't think that this is what I would consider to be a good idea. I mean, I looked at the other people build wise that it could be. I mean, Joe Hendry, but why on earth would you do that to Joe Hendry when like he's on fire and people want to cheer the bloke? I don't see that happening. I wouldn't have thought it's Jacob Fatu because he's not that sort of size, not that sort of build. Obviously, Adam Copeland's very tall. And look, I think we can put that to bed now. Cope is not coming back to WWE. I mean, not at the minute anyway. I mean, he might be back at some point. And then, yeah, I mean, Jericho, I really cannot see it being Chris Jericho at all. And then you go through the list of names. And honestly, there is no one out there that I can think of who is suitable, really. I mean, without wishing to be rude to Kevin Owens, I think we can rule KO out, because it would be awesome if it was KO, but I think we can, as a fellow person who is roughly KO size, I don't think that was KO. It's the politest thing I can say, but there we go. I heard some people say it could be Sami Zayn. Can't see it, because again, that wouldn't make any semblance of sense. And it looked far too small to be a Karrion Kross. So I think we could probably rule him out as well. I mean, you never know, maybe they gave Karrion Kross smaller shoes. I mean, that would, I mean, if it was revealed to be Karrion Kross now, that would be like a whoa moment. People would be like, that was really cool. Obviously, it's not going to be anyone from like the Wyatt family or anything like that, because that wouldn't make any sense. So I think we are stuck basically with Austin Theory. And I think with how that match ended, I think they got away with like getting a bit of a buzz out of it. And now with just the news that like, oh yeah, that's probably going to be Austin Theory, I think some people are just, including myself, like, oh, okay, fair enough. That wasn't quite what I was expecting. So yeah, obviously we'll have to watch Monday Night Raw this evening, and go from there. And like I said, I will be back to doing the normal schedule tomorrow, so I'll be doing live reaction for Monday Night Raw that I usually do, 10:30s every single Tuesday, and I look forward to seeing what WWE have got in store for us, I suppose, and we'll go from there. So yeah, overall, I say, I think for Survivor Series, just because I was really looking forward to it, and I know this is a bit harsh because it wasn't a terrible show, I'm gonna give it just a C plus, maybe a B minus at a push. I just thought, like I said, the Vicaire and Bella match where it was positioned did not help at all, to be honest. Oh yeah, you're alright, how you doing? Nice to speak to you again. Like and subscribe. Oh, thank you very much, yeah. You're always helping me out, cheers. What was I saying? Yeah, I don't think the Nikki Bella Vicaire match helped anything, to be honest. I probably, looking back, would have had the Dom Mysterio match and Cena first, just to get the crowd really whipped up. Then I probably would have had the Women's War Games, and then I'm probably putting Vicaire and Bella on just before the Men's War Games. I mean, I think match of the night is probably for me going to be Dom Mysterio versus Cena. I just thought it was very, very well done, particularly what Cena did with Dom Mysterio, and especially the Liv Morgan comeback as well that I should mention. That was very, very cool. So yeah, overall, I'm going to give match of the night to Dom Mysterio and Cena. I thought it was excellent. And for Survivor Series, just for a very quick wrap up tonight, I'm just going to give it a C plus, basically, because I thought it was all right. It wasn't offensively bad. I just didn't think it was as good as I was expecting. That's fine. You can't always hit like home run, as the Americans would say. You can't always have like wonderful shows and this, that, and the other. So it was fine. It was okay. But yeah, we move on to Monday Night Raw and we'll go again. And yeah, lots more wrestling to come, I suppose. Let's have a look. Arsenal game was an utter disappointment. We didn't even show up. Yeah, but you got a point though. Point away at Stamford Bridge, dude, is nothing to be ashamed of at the end of the day. I mean, I know they were down to 10 men and everything against the Arsenal for like, what was it, about an hour or something like that? But obviously Chelsea are going to stick a boatload of lads behind the ball at that point, and they're going to be compact, and they're not going to give Arsenal any space. And then as soon as Chelsea scored, I mean, Arsenal would have been going, oh, great, so we're going to be against like a low block literally for the next half an hour. And that's what Chelsea did. You know what, fair play to Chelsea as well. I didn't think they were capable of actually defending like that, but I thought they gave a very good defensive performance. Thought Reece James was very, very good. Mikel Merino, wow, I tell you what a player and what a signing. He is looking very, very good at the minute. I thought Deck was very good as per usual. Yeah, it was a decent match in the second half. But I think, to be honest, I think Arteta will probably be all right with that, I would have thought. I mean, obviously he's not going to be hugely impressed about the goal. I don't think it was the best defending of a corner that I've ever seen. But I mean, to be fair to Arsenal, I mean, obviously Saliba's out and I think Gabriel was out as well, wasn't he? So I think Arteta will be thinking to himself, do you know what? We've just absolutely battered Tottenham. We've battered Bayern Munich. And we've got a point away at Stamford Bridge. And that was their little hard run. I mean, after Villa, because obviously Arsenal got Brentford on Wednesday. I mean, I could see that being 3 or 4-1 without being disrespectful to Brentford. If they get through the Villa match, if they beat Aston Villa, I mean, I'm calling it. I think it's league over, because if you look at Arsenal's fixtures afterwards, I'm trying not to be rude because I don't like being rude to opposition teams. I don't think it's the most taxing run Arsenal will ever have in the world, put it that way. How have you and the family been? Yeah, not too bad. Like I said, we had a bit of a mad one last week, just for the fact that we've ended up in... Look, everyone has this all over the world, but the Christmas period, you know, the bit where you're running around and get... Well, I mean, I've done all my Christmas shopping and stuff. I did it like a month ago. But you know, when you've got all the running around and there's people like going mental in town and trying to get things, and all you want is a pint of milk, and people are stressed and they're putting that on you, and you're just like, I really just want to get to December the 23rd now so I can not have to be at work anymore, to be honest. I've kind of reached that now. I'm just like, yeah, it's been a very long year, it's been a very challenging year, and I would just like to put a big bow on it now and draw it to a close. But there you go. Neither did I. They did very well. Yeah, no, I agree. That is me. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, you just started. Oh, yeah, you've got to get that sorted very, very quickly. Like I said, you probably won't want to hear this, but other than the Mrs. Meta, who I just got her last present, when did I get the last present? Me and my lad went out to go and get it on the Saturday. Other than the wife, literally everyone was done by October the 24th, I think. Something along them lines. And yeah, it's all wrapped up. The only things I haven't done is wrote the cards. So, and I'm going to do that this weekend. And then basically I'm going to go to my mum's house, and I'm going to dump all the presents over there. And basically, if they're like, well, we haven't put the Christmas tree up, I'm just going to say, dude, I want them out of my house. There are your presents. There you go. October. Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely. I think the earliest I ever did the Christmas presents, which didn't go down well at all with Mrs. Meta. I think the earliest I had them done and wrapped up was September the 29th, about 4 or 5 years ago, because at that time our son was 3 or 4 years old and he's running around the house causing mayhem. We were both absolutely shattered. And one day I was just like, do you know what? I'm just going to get this out of the road. And I just literally spent three or 400 quid on presents, and then brought them back and literally in one fell swoop wrapped them all up in the space of 2.5 hours, and then threw them in a corner somewhere. I was just like, yeah, that's me done with Christmas. Bro, don't like Christmas. A shout out to everyone who does like Christmas. I am not a huge fan other than the sleeping and drinking part, which is very good actually, to be fair. Also, as well, I know I keep mentioning this, but my old fella died 3 days before Christmas. So yeah, it's fair to say I'm not a massive fan of the period, to be honest. But no, it's cool now because obviously I've got a little lad, and like he still loves Christmas. So like I know I lost my dad, but I kind of get to be dad now with a son, which is cool. So you know what I mean. At least I get to do that now. So. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, don't worry about it. Like I said, David, honestly, it was, you talking, it was like, how many years? No, 28 years ago, I think it was. Sorry, Dad. Yeah, 28 years ago. This year. Dude, it's just one of these things. Life goes on at the end of the day. And yeah, it's still pretty, excuse my language, but I'm going to swear. It's still pretty shit, unfortunately. But, you know, there's, at the end of the day, there are people in far worse situations going on now as we speak than me. So, um, but yeah, I guess that's why I don't like. I don't know why on earth I'm telling you about why I hate Christmas for, but there we go. But yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. Like I said, it's all good. It's all great. Speaking of football, I think I better tell you guys what else I'm up to, because like I said, I'm not going to be on too long tonight, guys, because you know how I'm usually honest with you. I'm going to be very, very honest. I'm exhausted. I know I shouldn't be saying that as a YouTuber and whatever else, but I am beyond exhausted. I could literally sleep for 15 hours if I didn't have to go to work. Yeah, it's pretty much like going back to work, because a lot of you guys will know that I've had my difficulties this year, and I took some time off work to sort myself out, and it's been really good going back. Actually, it's been absolutely fine, but getting back used to getting on a bus, getting on a train, going into an office, buying food, dealing with other human beings, because like for um, basically during the summer when I was getting myself better, I would be going for like these long walks in Leeds at somewhere called Kirkstall Abbey. So I'd be walking along for miles and miles, just my own thoughts, no noise, no nonsense, and to have that ripped away and then be thrown back in to basically the bare pit of humanity, it's kind of like, not sure about this, to be honest. But no, it's fine. But it's kind of the only bad thing is it's basically exhausted me getting back used to it. I mean, I'm sure I'll get back into it eventually. I'll get used to just people being annoying. But yeah, basically, long story short, I need to get some sleep. So that is what I'm intending on doing very, very short. But before I start doing that, I'm just going to tell you what I'm up to the rest of the week. It should anyone be remotely interested. So tomorrow I'll be back on 10:30 for Monday Night Raw live reaction, which I have to do on the Tuesdays, most of you know, because I cannot possibly stay up watching Monday Night Raw till 3 in the morning and then do a live reaction and then have 2 hours sleep. Obviously, when I was off work, I was able to do that, and then I was able to sleep till like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, which in retrospect was probably not the best idea I've ever had in the world, actually, thinking about. But yeah, so I'll be back on to talk about Monday Night Raw. I'm really hoping, like I said, it's not Austin Theory. Hopefully WWE will surprise me. I don't think they will surprise me. So, yeah, that could be quite an interesting show. Um, Shout out, by the way, because I never give him a shout out, to my best wrestling buddy in the world, who has talked to me about wrestling for months and months and months, and he's really, really helped me. And I've actually met the guy in real life. I'm not going to mention his name for privacy and stuff, but dude, if you do end up watching, you're an absolute star, and just thank you as well for helping me. You've been one of my best like subscribery friend type people. And yeah, shout out to you, and I'm glad you like wrestling as much as I do, mate. Yeah, cheers. Oh, I got quite emotional there, nearly. Right, so speaking of emotional, Wednesday I'll be back on for Liverpool, A Nightmare on Anfield Street, part 75. We are playing Sunderland on. What day are we on now? We're playing Sunderland on Wednesdays, so I will be telling you all about Liverpool nil, Sunderland 5, probably about 10:30 as well. You may have to bear with me on that one because I would imagine I'll be going to the off licence yet again. Honestly, I tell you what, Liverpool, honestly, the amount of they're costing me in beer at the minute, honestly. No, it was good that they won the other day, but yes, I will be doing a live reaction to the Sunderland match. AEW, I'll be doing live reaction to that. 10:30 on Thursday night, and then yes, this is what I wanted to talk to you about. So, like I said, a lot of you that follow me, if you're listening on the podcast later, obviously you'll know what I'm on about. Will know that I am one of these guys, and those of you who will be listening to the podcast, I have literally just showed my Ghana wristband because I'm British Ghanaian. And yes, I'm very excited, as I'm sure will be quite excited as well, actually, with your team because it's the World Cup draw on Friday afternoon. I want to say it's 5:30, something like that. So basically, as an experiment, I'm not sure how this is going to work because I haven't actually planned it yet, but I will just think of something. I usually just think of something on the fly. I'm basically going to do a live stream of the World Cup draw, mostly because I want to do it about Ghana, because obviously I'm really, really looking forward to seeing basically my country playing the World Cup. I mean, I am British Ghanaian, but I'm more bothered about Ghana than I am England because, well, it's kind of like, well, England have got loads of fans. They're not going to miss one. You know what I mean? And then obviously my old fellow was Ghanaian, and I never got to watch Ghana at the World Cup with him, so it's always quite special doing the draw. So yeah, I'll be doing the World Cup draw around 5:30. Like I said, just bear with me on that one because I haven't attempted anything like that before, and it could go spectacularly wrong. There won't be any breaking news things coming across your screens, by the way, because you might be surprised to know I haven't got a bloody clue how you do that. I really haven't, and I know it sounds really bad. Nor do I care. Which I should do really, because if I got some of those graphics, maybe more people would watch. But I don't. I'm an old man. And I don't want to. Anyway, so yeah, so I'll be doing the Ghana live draw 5:30 on Friday night. Friday's Toy Shorts Friday as well, so that'll be on as per usual 8 o'clock. So for anyone who will end up listening to this, basically I do like a load of toy shorts that end up being on YouTube shorts, and I have done since the channel started. So yes, if you're a geek and you're into your Comic Cons and toy hunts, literally I've got like hundreds, if not thousands, of these on the channel. So you're more than welcome to have a look. And then I've got I am GBD. I always support Germany. I know you do, yeah, I know you do. You were very lucky to watch Germany Ghana from what you told me as well. Yeah, honestly, that's one of my favourite. That is one of my favourite football matches of all time. It was what a game of football. I mean, even with my Ghana head, I suppose Germany, if you're being realistic, probably deserved to win overall. But the effort that Ghana put in, I mean, like when Germany went 1-0 in that game, I just thought to myself, well, this is going to be like, because obviously we hadn't been in many World Cups at that point, and Germany, I think, scored after about 15 minutes, and I was sat there going, oh my God, this is going to be 7 or 8-0, and then it kind of all went quiet, and then Ghana just scored. I think we scored 2 goals in about, I want to say it was about 12, 13 minutes, and I was like, what is going on? Why are we beating Germany for? And then obviously I think it was, I don't know who got the equaliser. I don't know if it was Thomas Muller got the second goal. I've probably got completely wrong score, haven't I? But yeah, Germany came back, and then towards the end we were just hanging on. And yeah, it was what a football match. Are you going to get tickets if they qualify? Oh, it was Muller. Oh, nice one. Yeah, cheers. Will I get tickets? Well, no, because I don't think I can afford them. And oh dear, how do I put this? Because you probably know what I'm going to say. Bearing in mind where the World Cup's located, I if it was in Mexico or Canada where Ghana end up, and if I had the finances, I would consider it. With the tournament also being held in another country, and because that country at the moment does not seem to favour those who may share my general appearance, not all, but some, and seeing how some of those people are being put into very strange camps at the minute, I would prefer not to take that chance with either myself, my wife, or my 12-year-old son until they can sort the situation out in that country. If you smelt the rock he's cooking, that's as polite as I can be about that situation, and that took all my strength and like restraint not to say what I actually want to say, but I don't want to get boosted off YouTube. So there we go. But yeah, no, I'd love to watch it. I would absolutely love to watch it. Yeah, I really would. But I looked at some of the prices even for Canada and the Mexico. They're absolutely extortionate. I've heard about some of the games, like individual group games, costing like 300 quid. Like I don't know, like what it is in euros. I think in euros, I think they'd be going for like about 350 euros for one game. I'm like, I'm not paying that. That's ridiculous, you know. Hopefully Ghana will visit England again. I mean, look, if Ghana ever played Germany, because obviously Germany's, I mean, Germany's not around the corner, obviously, but it's not a million miles away from England. I'd probably consider going to see Ghana in Germany, or if Ghana went to France, or maybe Holland. If it was somewhere near that I could, because I'm a very lazy man. I don't like flying on planes. I like to just sit my big fat arse on a Eurostar and just have someone drive me straight to the country, basically. It's actually if Ghana came to like Europe and it wasn't a million miles away from England, I'd definitely consider doing it. But I, to be quite blunt, I would not want to take the chance of going to the United States at the minute because I just don't think it's worth for people like me. I mean, look, I live in England at the minute. I mean, it's not exactly uh, with one or two of our very strange people, it's not exactly the safest locale in the world here at the as it is. But I mean, compared to the states at the minute, I'm very happy being in England as opposed to that country because I just wouldn't want to take the risk at the minute. And that's really bad as well because I actually love America. It's one of my favourite holidays. I went to New York City on my own in 2006. I think it was it 2006. Yeah, 2006 for a week. Best week of my life. It was absolutely awesome. I love New York. It was just like, I think I ended up having about 15 hours sleep in a week just because I literally just wanted to get back up and go back out there. And it was like the most amazing city that I've ever been to. I mean, I've been to like cities like Barcelona and Stockholm that are absolutely awesome. Prague's one of my favourite cities in the world to go to. I've been there twice. Went to Krakow and Warsaw in Poland. Yeah, funny enough, I've not been to Germany. Um, you'll have to do some recommending for me of where I should go. Definitely go watch a few football matches because quite a few of the lads went to Germany actually a few years ago. I couldn't go because my lad was about 4 years old at the time, I think it was, and they went to who did they go and see? I think they went to go and see Eintracht Frankfurt. I'm sure that's the. I want to say it was something like Eintracht Frankfurt versus Schalke or something like that. That they sort of, I forget whichever game it was, but they just said because they went to two or three different matches of the Bundesliga, and they just said, "Dude, it's like the atmosphere at the Bundesliga games in Germany." I mean, I'm sure they're not all going to be the same, obviously, but like in general, they were just like they went to two or three matches while they were in Germany. They were just like, "Dude, it's like the best atmosphere in world football." So. Um, I would definitely like to come and see some German football at some point. That would be very, very cool. Um, Funnily enough, Liverpool are going to be playing the German side next year, and I'm going to see the match. It's not quite a Premier League game though. It's actually the Legends game. we are playing, our Liverpool legends are playing Borussia Dortmund legends next year. And I'm really looking forward to that because there's rumours flying about that a certain German who all the Scousers love very, very much and we all miss very, very much may possibly be managing in both halves. Obviously, if Jurgen is there, I am just gonna like run onto the pitch at the end and say that I love him very much and don't leave us again. No, but I won't do that. Obviously, I think my lad and my missus would be quite embarrassed if I did that, to be honest. But yes, yeah. So I'm hoping to get tickets for that. And yeah, that should be really, really good. It'll be cool to see some of the Dortmund players as well, actually, because I mean, if it's legends, you're gonna get people like um, who's it I used to like? Lars Ricken, he was awesome. Um, he played for both of us. Karl-Heinz Riedler. I love Karl-Heinz Riedler when he played for Liverpool. He didn't play that much for us, obviously, but like I actually got to see him in '97 with my dad. And just to see Karl-Heinz Riedler like actually playing football, I mean, he literally one of the best football players that I've seen play a real life match. If you see what I mean, his touch technique absolutely brilliant. Obviously, there was Paul Lambert that used to play for Dortmund back in the day. Um, so yeah, it'd be interesting to see who they've got out. But there's going to be a lot of old school people. I mean, maybe Aubameyang might play. Who knows? But yes, there we go. Will that be in the UK or in DE? Oh, it's Anfield. Yeah, it's on. In fact, I can tell you when it is. I want to say it's March the 29th. I'll just have a look. So I've got it on me page to buy the tickets. Because I might be able to buy them soon, but I'm probably gonna have to wait till Christmas wage to get them. Because this is the time of the year that I need to start buying all my tickets to things like AEW and the Liverpool Legends game and Liverpool matches and stuff for people who want to watch stuff on my channel like WWE and stuff. So this is all the time of year when I end up having to fork out for hotels and this, that, and the other. So here we go. Right, Liverpool Legends versus BVB Legends, i.e. Borussia Dortmund, is on Saturday the 28th of March at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And actually, if you want to watch it, yeah, I don't know if you can get this, but they usually put it for free on LFC TV, but they put it on YouTube. Because the last two that I've went to, it was basically carried on YouTube, and apparently it was internationally, so you should be able to possibly watch it. So yeah, you might even see me and my brother in the crowd waving. So yeah, I like going to the Legends matches because it gives fans a chance like me. Like it was awesome to take my son because, like I said, my lad's not really into football, but like I just wanted to take, just wanted to go as father and son just once. And to be fair, my son got into it and he was really excited and stuff. So, but yeah, no, the Legends match it just gives people a chance like me who don't get to go to league games to actually just go to Anfield. But yes, and also it gives me and my brother a chance to basically watch Liverpool and then go out drinking in Liverpool for 17 hours, and maybe not that long. But yeah, no, it'll be good. It'll be good. I'm hoping to see Liverpool as well early next year. Because oh yes, that's another thing that I'm doing actually. Because I haven't finished telling you guys what I'm doing. So yeah, I'm doing the Ghana match, the Ghana draw, and then I have very interesting weekends coming up. So I live in Leeds, and Liverpool this weekend are playing at Ellen Road. Ellen Road, I know you can't see where my arm is, but it's basically there. And I'm pointing towards the window. I don't know why I'm pointing towards the window because that's weird. Basically, Ellen Road is like 15 minutes that way, as in it's right round the corner from our house. So I cannot stress this enough. Liverpool, Arna, Verge, Mo, if you have to lose any matches, bear in mind all my friends are Leeds United fans, please, for the love of God, do not lose to Leeds United. A draw is fine. A dodgy last-minute draw is fine. A boring 0-0 is fine. Please do not lose to Leeds United because I'm going out with all the lads for our pre-Christmas drinks, Jolly Boys Day Out, a week on Sunday, and I will never hear the end of it. So please, Liverpool, do not lose that game. Thank you very much. Excellent. The point of me saying that was I'm going to be doing live reaction. I might possibly, if the match has a favourable result, possibly do it near the ground, but for fairly obvious reasons, I will have to do it discreetly. So the back of the stadium, because I think I've told you guys this before. I think I've told you as well. But there was one time where we beat Leeds United. We actually beat them 6-1. This was 2.5 years ago, and I thought to myself, "Oh, I'm going to go down the road, and I'll go and see the Liverpool coach disappear." Basically, so I went down the road, did my jacket up because I had a Liverpool top on. I mean, don't ask me why I went down with a Liverpool top on, but I did my jacket up just so that no one saw that I was a Liverpool fan. And there's a bit at the back of Ellen Road where the coaches come in and out. And I ended up seeing Harvey Elliott on the back of this coach. And I'm like, Harvey, and he actually waved to him. And I'm like, proper like a big kid going, hi Harvey Elliott, yeah, I love you, blah, blah, blah. And as the coach pulled away, it was like one of those scenes out of a comedy film. I'm waving, the coach pulls away. What I didn't realise that is behind the coach, there was also the Leeds United coach. And there were several thousand fans looking at me waving at this Liverpool coach. It was one of those where I was like, oh, blimey, the arthritis. The Leeds fans were not hugely impressed, and I, like I said, I am a big fat man. You have never seen a big fat man run so fast up a hill in your entire life. And I came in and told the wife, and she was literally just looked at me aghast and says, "Love, why do you do these things for? Seriously?" It was just the point. She wasn't even angry. She was just like, why do you do these things for, Leon? Seriously, but stop doing these things." Just exasperated woman with her husband, basically. And then, to be fair to the wife as well, it was pretty stupid, actually. But yeah. Anyway, long story short, if I can, I will possibly do live reaction from the ground, but it will be way after Ellen Road's cleared. Obviously, if we lose, I will be doing no such thing. But I'll do something either way on it. And then Sunday's a bit weird as well because I'm going to like a horror market. It's called Krampus. For the Leeds match. No, yeah, I looked as well. So I actually went to Leeds Hospitality. All the hospitalities sold out because I thought, because I've done this before, and I've sat in the Leeds end, and basically, when you sit in an opposition end and it's your team but you've got to keep quiet, I was literally like a church mouse. I did that about 22, 23 years ago. We actually beat Leeds, and when Liverpool scored, I had to just sit there like this for about literally for 10 minutes until we got out of the stadium. So I thought, well, I could do that again with hospitality, but dude, obviously, literally all of it sold out. There's no tickets for our end. I'm gonna see if there's something I can do at the last minute, but I don't realistically think I'll be able to get one, sadly. But like I said, I'm hoping to see Liverpool if we get a decent draw in the FA Cup third round, which I was getting to that as well, because I'm going to go on live when we're doing the FA Cup draw, which is this Saturday as well. So I've got a boatload of weird stuff coming up. There's like Ghana and Liverpool versus Leeds and AEW and horror markets and FA Cup draws, none of which have anything to do with each other. But I think this is kind of like why some people like my channel, because it's just a load of random rubbish that's thrown together at the last minute by some weirdo. But yeah, it should be a bit of a week anyway. I'm looking forward to it. It should be good. It should be great, very good. Like the Krampus market, like I said, I've not been to this before, but like I've obviously, as you know, I do like horror stuff on the channel. So yeah, we'll go along, give it a go, and I'll do a vlog and some shorts and stuff that I usually do, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, should be a pretty cool week. And I've got loads of stuff coming up afterwards, but I'll tell you guys about that next time because, as I say, Krampus's German story. I was going to say, I thought it was, But I don't know if it's, to be honest, yeah, I don't know if it's, I'm guessing it's not German themed, if you see what I mean. I think they've called it Krampus something like, not Krampus Fest, but something like Krampus add a word, if you see what I mean. So I'm not totally, to be honest, basically what I'm getting at is I haven't got a bloody clue what it is. I've just been given a tip off by one of my um friends, his girlfriends, who's doing a stall there basically. And the great thing is, it's a free event. Now, I'm from Yorkshire. Free is very good, especially at this time of year. And if I can get some views on my channel for a free event, I'm okay with that. That'll be pretty cool. So yeah, like I said, I'm not totally sure what it is. So if it's something cool, then I'll put it on the channel. If it just ends up being a right load of rubbish, then I won't basically. But it's worth a go. It's worth a go. But yeah, guys, thank you, yeah, for spending time with me as well. Like I said, you've been awesome to me, dude, as well. So just thank you for all the love and support. I just genuinely, I do appreciate it, and thank you very much. And I look forward to Germany getting Ghana in the group stages and us doing that dance all over again. But yeah, no, I actually think, funnily enough, I don't want to put the kiss of death on you, but I've actually gone for Germany to win the World Cup. I'm assuming I have made a smart investment. But yeah, we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. But yeah, folks, that's pretty much me done. So yeah, like I said, it's been a very long week. I'm going to go and get some sleep. I'm going to get myself rested. I'm going to be a bit more organised than I've been the last few times, and I'm going to do some proper good shows this week. Just thank you for everyone that tuned in tonight. Like I said, it was a bit thrown together at the last minute. I didn't really do any research and stuff, and yeah, just thank you for putting up with me. Just talking rubbish, basically. Nicholas comes on the 6th of December. Children put their boots out for little sweets. Oh, cool, nice one, nice one. I was going to say there was the only time I heard of Krampus steals all the naughty children's sweet. Oh, thank you, yeah, for telling me that. I'm going to do that to my son tomorrow. No, that's really cruel. I'm quite tempted now to get some of his presents, like some of his wrap presents, and then just put on like a Krampus thing and steal his presents. But then that would make him cry, and his mom would shout at me. So actually, no, I'm not going to do it. Yeah, thank you as well. You have a great night as well. And yeah, dude, like I said, I'm gonna get some sleep. And yeah, I will see you guys for Monday Night Raw tomorrow. Probably about 10:30. Right, thanks guys. Thanks for sticking with me, and I'll speak to you all tomorrow.